All right. Okay, so this is lesson 4 from our summer crash course, or fall crash course, or winter crash course, or spring crash course. Just depends on who I'm sending it to. So let's get started. Probably assuming that you have tuned your ukuleles. Let's do the finger exercises. We're going to add string C. So you're going to do finger exercises on string G. Fret 1 to finger 1 on the top string. Fret 2, finger 2. Fret 3, finger 3. Fret 4, finger 4, all on the G string. And now we're going to add the C string. So do the same exact thing that you did on G string, but just do it on the second string instead of the first string. You'll learn about finger exercises later.
Yeah.
Okay. So for this week, when you practice finger exercises, do exercise on strings G and C, or 1 and 2. Cool?
Cool.
Sweet. So here's everything we've gone over so far. Just take a look. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, make sure you ask me when I see you next. Okay? It's a new chord alert. Brought to you by Will Ferrell. Oh my God, I'm ready. It's a new chord. Alright. So this is the G chord. What you're going to do is, I'd like you to find fret number 2. Place your middle finger on the A string on the 2nd fret. Keep your middle finger on the A string and 2nd fret, and then add your pointer finger to the C string on the 2nd fret. Keep your pointer. Keep your middle finger on the G string and keep your pointer finger on the C string. Then add your ring finger to the E string on the 3rd fret. Now you have formed what we like to call the G chord. Congratulations.
See your mama.
How does that feel? Good. All right, and so these numbers here represent what fingers you should use. So finger number 1, which is your pointer finger, finger number 2, which is your middle finger, and finger number 3, which is your ring finger. Make sense? Good. Okay, let's transition a couple different ways to get used to the G chord. So you can do this, obviously, from home because you're watching this video. Just put your metronome on. Again, it's called ProTap. You can download it from the App Store. It's free. And put it on whatever BPMs, beats per minute, you're comfortable with. And then you're just going to strum C 4 times and then transition to G and go back and forth a bunch of times until it feels comfortable. Then you can do the same exact thing with the F to the G chord, okay? So just strum the F chord 4 times, strum the G chord 4 times, and go back and forth between those 2 chords with your metronome as many times as you want until it feels comfortable. Okay, so you can pause this and do that now. Take a screenshot, whatever you want, but I would suggest doing that if the G chord makes you angry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's a pointer if these transitions are getting on your last nerve. So we went over this in class already, but basically it just tells you ways in which going from one chord to the other is easier. So there's many options, but let's try this one. When you go from C to G, just move your ring finger up 1 string on the same fret. Okay? Then add your middle finger to the 2nd fret A string. And then finally your pointer finger to the fret number 2, string C. Okay? Doing it in that order should help you if you are having trouble. Then when you go from the F to G, just move your middle finger from the G string to the A string, stay on the same fret, and then add your pointer finger to the C string 2nd fret, and finally your ring finger can find its way over to the E string on the 3rd fret. This is going to be awkward for a little while, but I promise it'll get better once you get used to it. You don't have to follow these instructions, and there might be a different way that's quicker or easier for you, and that's fine too. It's just a little pointer from me to you. All right. So any questions or concerns before we move on? Too bad I can't hear you if you're out saying it. So what we're going to do is transition from C to A minor, from A minor to F, and from F to G. I'll give you one little pointer. When you go from C to A minor, it's obviously easy. You just do ring finger and then middle finger. And then once you're on A minor and you transition to F, again, all you have to do is add that pointer finger. You don't have to lift the middle finger. Leave it where it is. So basically F is an A minor with an added string. Okay? So go ahead and try that. Put your metronome on. Strum each chord 4 times and then transition. By the time you get to the next beat, you should be transitioned. So it's not a lot of time to transition. So make sure you put your metronome on to a proper speed for your liking, okay? You can pause this and do that a bunch right now if you want. You're just going to strum C 4 times, then transition and strum A 4 times, A minor 4 times, then transition to F, strum 4 times, transition to G, strum 4 times. Then you can do a little dance and get down. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. Do a little dance. Okay, so now let's try this transition. A minor 2 times, G 2 times, F 2 times, and G 2 times again. Those are the chord charts. Why don't you try that out? Strum A minor 1, 2, G, 1, 2, F, 1, 2, G, 1, 2. All right? Do that a bunch of times till it's comfortable. And then play me a little song by Bob Dylan. If you're watching this and you were at the class before you got this video, then you have this. I printed it out for you. If that's not the case, you can get it from me next time. But basically, you'll be able to take this home with you. Okay? Here are all the songs you guys have learned so far, and I have printouts for all of them. So if you didn't see me, just know that these are coming your way. And it's time to do some reggae, yo. Okay? So you're going to strum, a little Bob Marley. Strum C 8 times, then switch to the F chord 4 times, then C 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times. Then you're going to go to F 4 times, C 8 times, so on and so forth. And the chords are on top of the words that you transition. Okay? If you're having a hard time with it, just play along to the recording on YouTube or something. Again, I'll have a printout of that for you if you haven't seen me already. And pretty much it's just this over and over and over again for the whole song. Okay? And this is for fun. You can try it out. We'll learn it next week. Until then and always, be happy. I'll see you guys soon.